start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Drops it to Blue, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
10, 18, card, 60 by 6, 60 by 6, Panther Street, Panther Street.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Panthers nothing. Joshua Party to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And they will finally takes this to the Falcons' 26. 45 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. And they've got a new set of downs here. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Tua going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Third down and 13. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Leonard. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 10.
All right.
Gibbs straight ahead. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Raptors, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Man, it's caught inside the 10. big play there for Carolina. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Pittman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return setup here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Here goes an impressive 31-yard gain.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
19, Tiger, 19, go street. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo, 18. Check up.
They go with blue between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Set. 19, 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Leonard. A short throw there, pulled in by all. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go. 60, check smash, check smash. Ready, ready.
They'll run up the middle here with blue. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
18 Cardinal, 8, reload, reload. Hurt. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll try and run again with blue. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. jaded blue. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Panthers 7. Joshua Carty to kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up when they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Abdul Carter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. Touchdown, Falcons. K.J. Hamler, 39 yards. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here off the RPO, he'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Like it. 79.
Out of the gun, they run with Bloom. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Come on. Set. 19. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This 2nd and 4.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Nineteen tight. Ready?
Looking to throw. Leonard. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 15 Pioneer, 79 Bronco.
Back to throw. Leonard. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 47-yard line.
Go ahead.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They begin with a carry for Blue. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check smash, go.
They'll try to run for it with New.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Chat, Bronco 80. Buffalo 18, 19 Lion, 19 Titan, 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hurt.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Shotgun handoff, Blue. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
At the 42-yard line.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 3. They go again with Blue. And he stopped immediately there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go with Cunningham. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Come on. Set. Panther 60. Set go.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Leonard. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play action, now it's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. Dallas Goedert, 73 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
All right.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through it. But in the meantime, upfield, you you're making plays on the football.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Godwin, the motion man. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Gibbs will try and pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. A shot downfield for Burks. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Traylon Burks, 32 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
41. Panthers 21. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Handoff, Blue running right. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Done. 180.
And they will take a knee here. What is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Oh, he faked it with a jump. Now he's got some room. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 34. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles.